Hello guys, and welcome to episode 9 of my Berezina campaign in Steel Division 2, playing on the Axis side. Previously, we defended against the attacks from the Soviets at the end of the turn, and now we have a chance to make some counterattacks as well as pull back our infantry on the front line to form a defensive line near Studenka. So the counterattacks I'm talking about is probably going to start with the 32nd Motorized Rifle Battalion. I want to destroy them since they moved forwards and took out one of our territorial infantry battalions, but they are now overextended, so that's going to allow the 505th Heavy Panzer Battalion probably to just wipe them out pretty quickly. But let's just check what will reinforce them. So it does actually in fact look like the 31st Tank Brigade, the 25th Tank Brigade and the 32nd Tank Brigade, basically all of the T-34s, can reinforce. Now this is actually a good thing for us, because if I'm attacking with the 505th Heavy Panzer Battalion, it gives us the opportunity to take a lot of them out. We might not even have to fight them if we defeat the 32nd Motorized Rifle Battalion in good time. We could in fact just attack as soon as it gets to phase B, major defeat, boom, both of those units are disorganized, and then we can hopefully attack them with any other units nearby, although I don't think there are any disorganized units near the front, so maybe that won't happen. But they'll be disorganized and they won't be able to attack us for a little while, which I think is a good thing, and will give us time to set up the defensive line that I was talking about at Studenka. So let's go ahead and set up an attack onto the 32nd Motorized Rifle Battalion. I'm probably just going to use the 505th Heavy Panzer Battalion and maybe the police detachment. There's also Battle Group von Anhalt we can use. All of the other infantry I'm going to probably pull back with, so I think the police detachment is fine. Battle Group von Anhalt is a maybe, but I think I'll probably save them to fall back with the other troops and just be ready and waiting behind. So yeah, let's go with this. Just 2 units in phase A. We could potentially bring in bombers, but I don't think there's any point. So we're just tactical battle. They are going to bring in the 2 healthy tank brigades. One of the tank brigades has had all of its companies destroyed. The big old fight with the Panthers versus the T-34s, which was really cool. But yeah, this time around it's just going to be us pushing relatively hard in phase A. See if we can break down the units we're up against. I didn't actually check. I think it's Strelki and Avtos that we're up against. That's going to be the main thing we're going to have to worry about, and maybe a few AT guns, like light AT guns. So probably best that we use mostly Tigers. Potentially something like the T60 would be okay, because it's got a 20mm, so it will be able to kill an AT gun quite quickly if it comes across it, but we will see. Alright, let's go ahead and get some troops down. I'm going to need all my pioneers, so we'll bring one to the right hand side. I'm probably just going to put like a couple Speertrupp up on the top, because we don't have many pioneers. We don't actually have much infantry as far as I'm aware. No, not at all. So yeah, we'll put a couple Speertrupp on top, and we'll put Speertrupp with the units on either side as well, just to help spot the infantry at closer ranges. So let's move them up to, say, yeah, we'll move those both to there. These 2 can maybe get into the back of that tree line. I think I'm going to unload these there and run towards the town. These 2 on the left can move to the edge of that tree line. Right, then we'll have the command Tiger go up on the hill, and then we'll have the leader Tigers all placed down at the start, with extra Tigers to go with. Beautiful. We'll put an extra one up on top, an extra one for the mid. And that'll do nicely. We just got to give them orders and we can get underway. Right, that's 1. That's 2. Need to make sure that one's got an order. Put 3 up onto the hill, and then we got the last ones on the right. Off we go. We got our little Tiger tank companies rolling out, little squads. Very cool. These are going to be quite reliant on the Speerthrope to spot things like Strelki and Avtos at closer ranges, because otherwise the Avtos and Strelki, I think, have like 300 meter, or 300 millimeter, sorry, AT grenades, so they will be able to penetrate our Tigers quite easily. So let's just unload them, because it looks like there might be something in there, although the front line wouldn't be pushing because we're using recon, of course, but I'm going to make sure those are unloading in good time. Those are getting way too close for comfort up there. I might unload these ones as well. I am a little bit worried about 45mm AT guns. I'm really not sure where they're going to be, and if there are going to be any, honestly. But I guess we'll find out. Let's move both the Speerthrope to the edge of the tree line here. And then these ones can start to move in a triangle formation towards this flag. I might move these out of cover. Maybe the enemy infantry will fire at us. We'll find out what's going on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Strelki. That works out as planned. Imagine being a Strelki squad trying to face off against 3 Tigers. Well, that would be fun, wouldn't it? I'll unload this Pioneer. I think we've been pretty lucky so far not to really have anything killed. Saying that, well, it looks like we found ourselves an AT gun. That's not good. We're going to have to, I guess, try and overrun that. Losing the half track doesn't particularly matter. I'm just going to make sure that my Tigers aren't getting side shot. That is the main thing. Speerthrope there. Alright, they found the Avto Komroti. They have jumped out of the building, so my Speerthrope can probably just kill them. Yeah, looks like we've just taken them out nicely. That's fine. Okay, wonderful. We got machine guns on targets at close range, so no problem. Just got to find whatever it is that's here. Glad I remembered what was in this battalion, because otherwise things could have been a lot worse. There's a Maxim. Pioneer's doing well. And we killed that as well. Whatever that was. I guess it was the Maxim 4M, actually. A little bit worried about pushing the Tiger through there. Looks like I was right to be worried. Okay, good. Might have to be a little bit concerned about moving out into the open here with these tanks, because they might get side shot if there's like an AT gun in a bit of an odd situation, or position, not situation. Okay, let's head to this flag on the right hand side. We are currently 13 to 11, so we are going to be causing a minor defeat in 31 minutes, but that's not really what I'm going for here. We want to go for the total defeat or major victory. Because it says minor defeat on the right hand side, I always notice that I say, oh, we're going for a defeat, which always sounds really weird. Of course, we're going for victory. Total victory or major victory. Yeah, that's a bad habit that I've got since I've been playing the Division 2 so much. Anyway, let's bring in some more tanks to the center. We'll bring more to the left hand side. We'll bring more to the right hand side. And we have discovered those Strelki. Oh, looks like Visivod on the left hand side just took out a Maxim 4M. There's another one on the top side there. We're going to take that out. Wonderful. Looks like that's kind of cleared things up a lot there. I'm going to use the Tiger E-Fiore here, kind of on the high ground as we go round. Oh, the Speerthrope got taken out. That's not good. Not good at all. Okay, well, I guess there's worse things to lose in this situation, but Still, that's not good. It looks like Strelki ran onto those. There was something with 4 health here that I think was like an AT gun on the right hand side. So probably going to have to keep eyes on that side just so we don't get shot up too easily. Got a few tanks on the way though, so if those Strelki try and push onto the half track, we should be able to take them out. But yeah, so far this left side's gone pretty well. They don't actually have many points to work with in Phase A, because they've only got 1 battalion. Right, I think that's an AT gun, yeah. Thankfully we'll be facing front armor with Tigers, and so I don't think they're really gonna do anything. Hopefully. I'm just gonna have these Avklara move into cover, and we'll try and take out the Speertrupp there, or the Strelki. I'm just gonna try and get on top of them with this half track nice and quickly. Looks like they're gonna be dead anyway. The Visivod died in the town there. That's good. And we've spotted another AT gun ahead of ourselves in the center. So let's just move forwards the Speertrupp to find those. Keep these Tigers rolling forwards now that we've dealt with the infantry there. And these Tigers can start pushing through the center as well. And have taken a transmission damage, that's not good. I need to have this Tiger get into line of sight of the 45mm as well. Wait, what did we lose here? Oh, never mind. That's enemy stuff. That's fine. I'm probably going to have my Pioneers come down, see what's going on. Let's have this Tiger come off the hill, and we'll move more Tigers in. I do kind of want to use some of these units. I might just bring them in to show them off, because these aren't units that are really used too often. Like, a lot of these you can only find in the Kuruk division in multiplayer. So we got a good old T60 here. I really like these T60s. They have so much ammunition. Plus a 20mm ammunition. Plus a machine gun alongside it. And you got your VK-18s. These things have 2 machine guns mounted on the front, 2 MG34s. Be nice if they had 1,500 meter range, like mounted MGs do. And we got a captured Valentine there. Wait, what's that? It's just 3. Oh shit! I think my Speertrupp are dead. Yeah. That sucks. That really sucks. Well, that's going to be interesting, because that can actually penetrate my Tigers if I let it. Let's move the Pioneer forward. It's going to be a major defeat for them in 3 minutes. But only 1 minute until the tanks come in. The rush of T-34-85s. There'll be a lot of them, for sure. The recon's done its job. It's just a shame that we lost both those Speertrupp, because it kind of limits the effectiveness of the Tigers, or the 505th Heavy Panzer Battalion on its own. I'm going to move these forwards to help out, because I'm not sure the Speertrupp is going to be able to deal with that. Actually, maybe. I guess one more spray down from the MG34 will get the job done. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Oh, there we go. Combat. It's going to be the commander there getting absolutely toasted. And now, a bunch of infantry there. Let's move forwards to T60. Is that another Ziz-3? Oh no, that's a mortar, okay. I was going to say. So we'll just bring in a couple more on the right. Oh well, there's another. There's 3. How many do they get in this battalion? That's normally they only have the 45 mils. Let me check out another one on that right hand side. They must have had 3 at least. Or maybe it was 2 they had, and then the hard difficulty modifier gave them more to work with, but still. Oh, here comes the tanks. Need to get my Tigers round here ASAP. I do have 3-star Tigers, and they actually have, I think, decent penetration against T-34-85s in the front armor. Yeah, 72% of that range. Not that it's going to matter. The game's already ended. Okay, total victory. 11 minutes, 9 seconds. Completely lost track of that. So that is perfect, more or less. We did lose 2 Speerthroop, which sucks. We won't have lost the half track because it belonged to the Pioneers. But yeah, took it easy and made it easy, which was nice. So that's going to be the 25th Tank Brigade and the 31st Tank Brigade disorganized. And perfect. There we go. Now, did these guys move forwards, didn't they? Oh, no way. And we can actually attack them with the 3rd Battalion of the 350th Infantry Regiment. That could happen, but I don't think... Yeah, the 32nd Tank Brigade can actually back that up. Saying that, surely we could just attack the 32nd Tank Brigade with our Panthers. The 1st Battalion of the 31st Panzer Regiment. And that could be an attack we make and just wipe out the 32nd Tank Brigade for good. It could be a 1v1. I'm not sure that I want to move Battle Group Walter any further forwards. Saying that, it probably wouldn't be a 1v1 because they have aircraft. So Battle Group Walter might be a good idea because we have a 37mm or 2 37mm there available. Interesting. Yeah, this could be a pretty good idea. Because I'm not too concerned about having the Panthers overexposed, since there's not much here that can really deal with them. Like the 53rd Motorized Rifle Brigade probably couldn't. Not easily, anyway. And the 2nd Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade, yeah, again, is not going to really have a very good time trying to deal with all of that. So, this has potential for sure. I would really like to destroy the 25th Tank Brigade because it's pretty much a full-strength brigade of tanks. It would take a lot of T-34-85s off the board. I mean, we could actually do it by attacking with the 3rd Battalion and the 350th. And then have the 31st just reinforce in Phase B. That then allows me to pull back with Battle Group Walter. But that doesn't solve our AA issues. Then again, I'm pretty sure at the end of the last turn they used a lot of their aircraft. So I don't know if that carries over to this turn, because I think Soviets go first. Which means their action points would be used up, like they are with the aircraft they have over Borisov. So I think what we're going to do... I mean, I'm going to do it anyway. I think we're going to go in with the 31st Panzer Regiment and Battle Group Walter onto the 32nd Tank Brigade. They do have a couple of Zis 3s. It's going to be like 3 in total. And they got some Tanko Desarniki, and they do come in M2A1 half tracks. Alright. Let's do it. Well, they're going to be bringing in something in Phase C from further down. I don't think we could see that, but this should be fine. Okay, so just going to be a matter of placing down our Panthers and driving forwards. Same as we did before. but instead of tigers, it's panthers. So yeah, just bring in all of the pioneers. We might have to unload them earlier because they do have the T-34s that can hit us from range, and they will likely place them down from the start. So let's use the Panther in the center there. Bring in the other Recon Panther over here. That will help us spotting AT guns, more specifically. And then it's just a matter of using the Panther G Fiora on the left. Do we have a commander? We do. We have 2 commanders, actually. Let's move the Panther G Fiora to the right-hand side. And I'll put a commander here, and I'll put a commander here. This one can move to there with all this lot. Cool. That's all fine. Alright, on the right side, a couple more Panthers. And potentially we want to bring in some Speertrupp as well. Like I might do the double Speertrupp on the hill again. Seemed to work out last time. And then I guess I could bring in like the Gepards and stuff. I just realized I didn't need Battle Group Walter to provide the AA since we get AA anyway. But that's okay because they didn't even bring in any aircraft, so this is fine. How much infantry does this provide us with? Ersatztruppen, Ersatz Pioneers. It's actually not too bad. We're bringing Ersatz Pioneers onto the hill and on the right side with the other Pioneers. There we go. That's going to provide us with some extra forces. I might bring some Ersatztruppen to just push through the centre. I just got to keep my eyes open for enemy tanks. Give me about 15 T-34-85s that we've got to deal with. And potentially at close range. Thankfully, Panthers are better than Tigers are at close range, so that might work for us. And that is an AT gun up there. That is very scary. Very worrying indeed. Oh shit, I shouldn't have let that die. Well, there's the first T-34. That was my Ersatz Pioneers dying. That's why I unloaded my Pioneers early on each side. This one needs to stop. It needs some reinforcements. Just bring up a couple more Panthers there. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, we'll let the Ersatz Pioneers go first. Have the Speer push through to the edge of the hill as well. And then I'm going to have, I think I'll have the Panthers maybe come across and shoot down onto the T-34 there rather than just engaging it from the open. Unless I could, actually that doesn't work. I was going to say I could bait it with the Pioneers, but AP and HE has different reload times, so that wouldn't work. Well, that was an interesting engagement. I do have an Opel Blitz, so I can fix that up. And we have found the ZIS-3, so that's good. Plenty of Kar 98s, so we'll just kill that off nice and quick. Lovely. Alright, let's just keep those Pioneers moving up on that side. Panthers are coming. I could probably unload that Pioneer to push towards the town, and then we'll bring in the Ersatztruppen to kind of push across the open here. And maybe on the right side as well. Alright, that's the T-34. Let's just push through the center a little bit and engage that. Should get line of sight onto it. Not sure why we don't. I guess it's in the garden. Yeah, it's in the garden. We don't have line of sight. And that kind of works as bait, because it uses an AP shell in order to make that happen. And now that's going to have a reload time. Unless it's already reloaded. Oh, ouch. Okay. Well, that can happen sometimes. When you trade a T-34 for a Panther at close range. Because the penetration's pretty much 100%. That's why I lost so many Panthers in our previous engagement with this tank brigade. But here we get the ambushing shots, so it works out well. Shouldn't be able to kill us. There we go. Got him. Nice and easy. I don't think they're going to have like all 15, sorry, on the battlefield, because they don't have enough points to field them all, so I'll be bringing them in from the back of the map from here on. I wonder if I have any units that can attack at close range with like AT weapons. I don't think I do. No Panzerfaust or anything. Okay. Let's have the Spähtroop move forwards. And I'm going to have to keep eyes, I think, on that T-34 as we move around with the Panthers. I could maybe try and throw a HE grenade at it, just to make it panicked a little bit. That could be an idea. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Alright, let's bring up a couple more Panthers then, because we're probably going to need them. Yeah, so that's going to damage the thing, and also pin it down. And Panther might actually just get the kill. Okay, that works. It might be worth just stopping, because this one's going to come towards the same place. And if my Panther here stays in position, we can get that shot off again. And that died. That's fine. I'm just looking for the Panther D hit onto that, and then we can push up. Nice. That's good. Good kills. Load a knockout, drive a knockout. I think we killed another tank here somewhere. Looks like it was on the edge of the hill. That's fine, that's a gun jam, so now we can just press up and kill it. Oh, never mind. Panther did the job for us, the recon Panther. And now we'll have the Pioneers just kind of clean up that right side. Okay, let's move the Pioneers through the trees. Okay, what died there? Oh, that was a recon vehicle. Okay. Seems to be something in between that I'm not aware of. Well, that's the M2A1s with the Tanker Thessaloniki in them. I would say so far so good. We'll have all of these just press round and sit on top of this hill. We'll find whatever's in between. It might be like an AT gun or something. Or maybe it's just a T-34 that's sitting there. But these are going to have to move. Alright, let's see what's on the hill with the Pioneers. Okay, well, we found whatever that was. The T-34 there, firing up at my Panther G. We'll bring the upper blitz to that right hand side to just fix that up. Oh, we got it. Easy corner. Alright, looks like Superdi. We can get into that building. We have the advantage there for sure. We just don't want to engage at the 100-meter range. So far, so good in that respect. We're going to blow up the Dosor at the same time. Nice. This is going really well. Nice and smooth so far. Probably just jinxed it. Actually, revealing that tank. Never mind. I was going to say, we didn't kill the Superla yet, so I was just hunting them. Looks like we just got them, so that's perfect. Good little tank battle this has been. I do kind of want to push the Pioneer forwards here, but nothing to cover him at the moment. Let's bring in the Panther Gs. I think from before we lost an entire company of Panther As, didn't we? We didn't even use the Panther Gs. The Panther Gs are arguably better than the normal Panther As because they have that APCR availability. Also, I believe they do have maybe better accuracy on their main gun. No, they don't. I think it's just the APCR. I think what I'm thinking about is the difference between the T-34 1943 and the 1944 variants. They got a slightly more accuracy on the main gun without APCR. Anyway, that's a total defeat. Job done. Total victory, sorry. 6 kills for them. Let's see what we lost. We lost the Panther A, of course, at close range. We lost 2 half-tracks. This Ersatz Pioneer was a little bit of a mistake, but that's about it. That's the only mistake I would say we made in all of that. Losing the Panther A, it was likely to happen. So that's all 10 of their T-34-85s destroyed. I think the 32nd Tank Brigade's dead. Yeah, it's gone. It's a goner. But it did actually push the 25th Tank Brigade away, which is kind of awkward, to say the least. We can still attack them with the 825th Territorial Infantry Battalion, but I'm not a fan of that because it leaves us in a really weird and awkward position with that unit. I'm still going to take the attack because, yeah, it is probably a good idea. And I can, in fact, still move that away, so we will do so. We will save those for now. Lovely. We're going to move back the 2nd SS Police Regiment anyway. I'll probably just put them on Studenka. And we'll move Battle Group Anhalt back like 1 space. That way they'll move forwards. Next turn I can click the button here. Then I can also move Battle Group von Anhalt back. And it basically gives the extra time for them to dig in. So that works out nicely. I am in fact going to have these recover those 2 units, just so they aren't losing supply, and then we'll have that probably just stay there actually. I don't think they can be attacked. Maybe the 53rd Motorized Rifle Brigade might be able to attack them. I will leave that one there dug in. Feisig needs to dig in again. We could maybe sort out an attack onto these units in order to destroy them, but I don't think that is required. That would put us into a battle with the 62nd Motorized Rifle Battalion anyway. I'm just thinking if it's worth maybe setting up one of these AA battalions for like anti-air, but the reason I'm not doing that at the moment because I don't want to use up their action points for if the 3rd Guards or the 18th Guards decides to attack us in the front. I'd like to have them to reinforce. I might, in fact, head the 53rd Tank Destroyer Battalion up. The artillery here, actually we could bombard. I could bombard the 62nd Motorized Rifle Battalion and then attack with Regiment Group. The Regiment Group 530 here. That would leave us vulnerable to the 5th Tank Regiment though. So I think we're going to avoid losing our fortifications. We've got 4 Tigers there. I'm tempted to move these up a little bit. You know what? I'm going to deploy this one. And we're going to move that one forwards. Okay. So we'll set up fortifications here with the 2nd SS Police Regiment. Then our front line will be between the 2nd SS Police Regiment, the 2nd Security Regiment, the 1st Battalion of the 638th Infantry Regiment, and then Battle Group 56. And then all of these ones in front will probably eventually pull back, unless we just keep spearheading through their lines, because we can. Anyway, I think that's most of the movement done on this bottom side. It looks like it. We could, in fact, move the 5th Panzer Division up. I mean, that is something we could think about doing. Just kind of reinforce the top side a bit more. Because we have plenty of AA and stuff here, so this would just be good to have up here, I think. We'll do that. Alright, and as soon as we get enough points, we can bring in some decent reinforcements. So at the moment we could invest in some Panzergrenadier regiments. I think this 2nd Panzergrenadier regiment is maybe better. Yeah, this one, the 2nd Battalion of the 14th Panzergrenadier regiment is pretty legit. It comes with a lot of like half tracks and AA and stuff, so that'll be nice. I mean, the Recon Panzer Battalion there might be useful for just like breaking out and encircling, but we'll see. I'm not sure we're going to have enough time to like really just dominate the map, but we're certainly breaking them down slowly but surely. I'm a little bit concerned about this part at the moment, where the 2nd Battalion, the 9th Guards Mechanized Brigade is. I think I'm just going to keep Group Lindl there to help the 80th Flak Regiment if it gets attacked. And then meanwhile we can sort of move the 57th Auxiliary Police Battalion maybe into position to set up fortifications behind. I don't want them to be on the front line because they are pretty weak right now. Don't want to leave a gap there though. Maybe in fact I have to have them in the gap. Alright, we'll just have them there for now. Yeah, it should be okay. We've been defending pretty well at Bagomel, so I'm probably just going to leave it as it is, and we're not going to use our aircraft in any attacks, and we haven't used them in any attacks, so they're going to be available. We might actually have more available soon. But let's move on to the next turn.
Hold on to Minsk and Molodechno for 2 more days, and we'll have enough troops to beat back the Soviets.
There we go. 2 more days, guys. 2 more days. It is July the 1st, 1944. And we're under attack once again. So, the 1st Battalion of the 17th SS Police Regiment has been attacked by the 25th Motorized Rifle Battalion and the 1705th AAA Regiment. There's not many artillery pieces left, which is good. They could, of course, reinforce with tanks if they wanted to, or aircraft. So I think I'm going to have to bring in the mixed AA battalion. They can, of course, hit the 36th Police Regiment afterwards. We'll back those up with the 1st Rona if we have to. So let's just use this for now. And we'll tactical battle. They are going to be bringing in some aircraft, so using the A8 was a good idea. Alright, it's tactical battle. But this isn't going to be a terribly difficult defense. But it is going to require me to set up the defenses properly. So I'll be back with you guys in just a second. My defenses are all set up. Let's just get this underway. So basically just set up, same as always, loads of AA, which you can see is already firing away. Looks like it's going to be P2s this time around. That one managing to get away. Yeah, just a bunch of trenches with Shupo. We've got the bunkers there as well. And there goes our rocket PE2. I'm going to guess that one's going to go down as well. Got so much AA. Got the flak-fillings, got the 88s, got another flak-filling there, another 20mm just all in the heavy cover. As we come across, more flak-fillings, bunkers, all in similar positions to before. 37mm AT, just pop in lots of transports on the road as always. Same deal on this side. 320mm, quite far up actually here, supporting these trenches and bunkers, just because infantry tends to come through here quite a bit. And on the right hand side, just even more. I do have a lot of these IS-12s, so I expect to be killing a lot of those. But I am going to try and kill this mortar. We'll maybe bring in a bunch of troops that can go and kill that. All I need actually is just like an MG-34 like this. They can get within the 1,500 meter range and just mow it down, honestly. So we'll try and bring up that little squad there. Get an Aufkladder as well. I might bring up Aufkladders the whole way across, just to give us information on what is ahead of us. Just selecting them, holding shift and pressing unload, so they unload automatically when they get to their position. Yeah, this 37mm is going to get so many kills with all of these Dushka trucks and ZIS-12s coming in. Because they aren't going to disappear like normal trucks would if they got shot at. And there goes the Recon P2, there goes the Bomber P2. So a lot of these PE2s are going to be going down today. That is very, very nice. I actually put a couple of 88s here this time, as you can see. And that's because they do have line of sight over the road on the far side. So this road just here. Going to help the Pak 50mm bunker that I've put up here. Kill a lot of these Dushkas, and any that aren't killed by it are going to get killed by the 37mm anyway. We'll just speed things up as those constantly get destroyed. And they'll probably just start investing into a lot of aircraft that we can continuously shoot down. And what I should probably do is actually just bring in more and more AA that I can unload all over the place. That Aufkladder needs to unload. Blimey. That certainly stirred the hornet's nest when I did that. Right, let's make sure the rest of the AA is on its way. Got so many 20mm. Just making sure they are all unloading. I'm going to make sure this MG-34 is working its way across so that it can eventually get into line of sight of the mortar, if it's still there. And all these extra 20mm coming in, make sure they are unloading when they arrive. Awesome. Then we may as well just have Shupo like running forwards from the edge of the map. Who knows what will happen. But a wave of infantry is always cool. I'm actually gonna bring this one back. That AA piece there shooting at them is not good. I might have to bring back the Aufkladder as well. Look at that wall of AA. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Let's just put that MG into the building, because I don't think we're going to get close to our target anytime soon. Two more PE2s down. And the Stocky have come through. They are now being hit pretty hard. MD34 in a nice position there to help kill some of those. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. Of course we are on triple speed. Don't really expect there to be too much more to worry about as we move into phase B. They'll just have more points to throw into aircraft. Well, there are the Starkey again. Another PE2 down. I think that 2 more down. And just saw another one crash here. You can just see all these crash sites of the bombers. And they're crashing into the water. This is like a graveyard. They just aren't getting away anymore. At all. And 3 minutes of plane popping to go. These have actually almost run out of ammunition. They have run out of ammunition. Okay. So have these ones most likely. Thankfully we have lots of flank flings and 20 mils still. It doesn't really matter that much, but there we go. The Shupo actually made it to the front line. That's pretty impressive. Absolute turkey shoot. Look at them all. Holy crap. So many wrecks. There's loads here as well. It's incredible. I've never seen them so grouped up. Right, 16 minutes and 28 seconds, but of course we had it sped up the whole way. 285 kills, 0 losses. Oh, it's just not even fair. Okay, we'll take it. That's most of their bombers gone then, I guess. It's a lot of planes. How did that not destroy their air force? I do not know. And it looks like Gruppe Lindl is going to be under attack. And that is absolutely fine. We'll back that up with the 80th Flak Regiment. And, yeah, go from there. But, unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So I'm going to leave it here. In the next episode, we'll play out this battle, and then it will be back to our turn, hopefully. If they have nothing else to do, and then we can recover our troops, but we shall see. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.